the beta server came out, and let's just get over to what was basically made or changed before it actually came official. So the main things that I want to go over is, of course, the new intermission looking frames that are now in the lobby, which look pretty cool in my opinion. And because of this, they made it so the voting phase will now occur 45 and 20 seconds during the intermission. So there's that. And apart from that, the only other things that I did want to actually talk about was the fact that some of the infected actually had some reworks and changed, and some changes as well. So for an example, the Spitter's name was actually changed to the Drooler, and the Hunter, Juggernaut, and Riot Sounds were actually changed as well completely. So fortunately, we do have some Riot sound effects right here. And Hunter and Juggernaut, unfortunately, we did not get able to be lucky enough to actually get these guys. So unfortunately, we have no idea what they sound like. And basically, new sound effects were basically for Banshee and Drooler, mainly just for sounds for Drooler, which you can hear right now. And for the Banshee and Chiller, they have been reworked to make them look a lot better. And I'm pretty sure some stats of theirs has possibly changed. I'm not too sure, mainly because we didn't even get to try out the Chiller or the Banshee at all. But I have seen how Chillers now walk in a weird position now, kind of like a weird looking animation now, so that looks nice, kind of relatable to the Inferno. And now finally, the last change is the zombies' health was now reduced to 100, but the chance of them equipping armor is about 20%, which in my opinion is not that great. And now that we've gone all this over with, let's get over to my rating or my reviews overall. So the what's it called, the intermission looking pictures on the wall is fantastic. 10 out of 10. We just needed this. It does not it does not even have any negative stuff. It just makes the lobby just look a lot better. Plus a bigger screen, like, bro, that looks awesome. Next up is, of course, the Spitter's name, which I can kind of see why they have to change it, obviously, to like avoid copyright stuff like that. But I don't really know if Drooler is like the best one, probably like Leaker or something like that, but possibly something else. But I guess Drooler is okay-ish for now. It just doesn't really sound that great. But I'm probably going to call him Spitter for the entire time, because why not? So, overall, the name change was strange, and I kind of don't really like the name, but hey, it is what it is. So I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10, mainly because like, I kind of like the name, but I kind of don't. But there might be some better names for it. The new sound effects for the Spitters, though, that actually sounds pretty decently okay-ish, I would say. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It sounds a little bit more better. It kind of sounds a little bit more, I guess, drooly, I guess. I don't know. Sounds like you got some throat problems, really. Now that we've gone that one out of the way, the sound effects for the Banshee, we haven't even found out about. We haven't even seen the Banshee, so obviously we're gonna leave that out of the way. Chiller, I have not seen any other rework apart from the fact of the way it walks. And so, I mean, it kind of does look okay-ish. I mean, obviously it has like its arms like around its basic chest or something like that, but all I have to say is I would probably give that a, I don't know, 5 out of 10, because I didn't really see any of the stats, but I'm pretty sure they didn't get changed, just like the walking animation was. And then finally, the zombies' health reduced to 100, but armor has a 20% chance to be equipped. I believe that this should be increased to like 30 to 40%, because 20%, that's a pretty low chance, because mainly when people are chosen as infected, they're mostly going to spawn in without armor. But sometimes, just sometimes, once in a blue moon, basically, they'll possibly spawn in with a armor. So I believe it should be like 30 to 40%, so it's not all the time, but it's at least the chances are increased a lot more. Now, before, what's it called? Actually, I should just give the rating. The rating, I would say, right now is like about a 4 out of 10. I believe this is not enough. Probably like at least minimum a 30 to 40% is good enough, and I would raise that to like a 6 out of 10. But for now, it's gonna be a 4 out of 10. But now, before this video ends, I wanted to talk about the old, I guess, thing Toa had talked about, basically the medkit station basically dropping, and it gives you teammates 100 HP. It was basically really poorly phrased, and that's what everyone thought it was, but it turns out this actually was not the case. So basically how it works is the changes, if you're basically in the, of course, lobby, and you select the medkit in the loadout, and then you were to go into a game with, of course, your medkit out, and you were to use any percentage of your medkit, at least like 5%, 10%, or even like 80% of the medkit, aka like 100, 200, 5 HP of the medkit, whatever. As long as you use a tiny bit of it, and then you were to go to a medkit station, and you were basically go to a medkit station and you open it, and you would get, of course, all of the random stuff, like for example Molotov, pepper, and stuff like that. But also the medkit that's supposed to be in the medkit station, you will no longer get it and get a full medkit. Instead, it would only apply 100 HP bonus back to your medkit that you still have in your loadout. So for an example, if you used 150 HP from your medkit in your loadout, and you were to go to a medkit station, open it up, get a random stuff, then as soon as you would open it up, your medkit station would grow back from 150 HP to all the way back to, I believe, all the way back to 250 HP, giving you 100 more HP. So basically saying, literally use your medkit and waste it until or before you actually go to the medkit station, because you do not want to basically use a little bit of it and then go to the medkit station. Mainly try to use as much as possible of the medkit, or even just use it totally until it's fully gone from your inventory, and then go to the medkit station and get a completely new medkit with all the other stuff with it. That's basically what the update was, where if you had a medkit in your loadout and you used any percentage of it, and you were to use a medkit station, you would get all the stuff, but only 100 HP would be applied to your medkit and not a full medkit. That's basically the summarization. And that's why it was just super strange and super weirded in the phrasing when they actually posted it at first, because everyone was confused on what it even said. But that's what it basically was. And yeah, that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys all in about 42 years, and have a great game.